What franchises are recession proof? Hey guys, don't just survive the next downturn. Here are the top recession proof franchises. Because recessions don't wipe out businesses, they expose weak ones. And the strongest models tend to look very similar. Hey everybody, I'm Gabe Salinas. I've spent over 3 decades in the service industry operating businesses through strong economies, slow economies, and everything in between. When people ask me what franchises are recession proof, well, the answer is never a logo or a trend, but it's a business model question, not a brand question. First and foremost, what does recession proof really mean? Now, recession proof doesn't mean customers stop feeling pressure. It just means that the business itself has to solve an essential problem. First and foremost, that's what that business needs to do for the consumer. Now, it has to have a reasonable price point. It offers repeat or recurring services, and it protects something people already own. And when money tightens, behavior tends to change. People will definitely delay upgrades, but they are always, always, always going to maintain their assets. Now, I know you're asking, so what are the franchise categories that historically hold up? Well, first and foremost is the home and commercial property services, right? Home service franchises consistently outperform during downturns. And you're probably wondering why. And it's really simple. And it's because homes, they don't stop aging just because the economy slows down. Windows are still going to get dirty. Gutters are still going to get clogged. Mildew's going to still grow on the outside of your outside of your house, on your paint. Water is always going to flow downhill. People may skip those vacations, but they don't ignore problems that damage their biggest investment. Okay. Now, preventative and maintenance based models is the number two reason on our list of what makes a recession proof franchise or what you're looking for, right? The most stable franchises aren't emergency only, man. They are preventative. Maintenance plans, membership models, repeat service schedules, man, all of those things smooth out revenue when spending slows down. And that's the big reason why service-based systems tend to last, right? And here's another one for you. Simple operations, right? Strong systems. Those two things are key, man. Recession-resistant franchises usually have straightforward operations, trainable labor, clear pricing, and strong back-end systems. Complex models, man, those things break under pressure all day long. Okay. Now, the simple ones, they always, always, always will scale through it. Let me provide you a real world example so that you can kind of get a better sense of what I'm talking about. Okay. Not a sales pitch, real world example, man, from my own personal experiences. At Window Ninjas, we operate in exterior home services, right? We're in the home services industry, but we also clean interior windows, mirrors, shower glass doors, and light fixtures and chandeliers. So we do go inside residential and commercial properties, right? And we have seen demand stay consistent through multiple economic cycles, not because people love spending money on windows, but because maintenance protects property value, okay? Now, what matters isn't the brand name, it's the combination of essential service, repeat customers, and strong systems that support operators in every single market. And that formula right there, it works whether times are good or tight. Now, the fourth question I always get, and the fourth point I'm going to make here is what do you want to be careful with? Right? Okay. If you're looking at a business, you're trying to find the right franchise for yourself, what to be careful with, right? Now, here's what I'd be cautious about in a recession. Franchises that rely on big discretionary purchases, one-time transactions, trend-driven hype, or complicated staffing models. Man, run away from those, okay? If the business only thrives when the economy is booming, man, that is not recession proof. Now, here's the bigger truth, and here's the part that most people tend to miss. A recession doesn't reward optimism. It rewards structure. The strongest franchises are built to operate when leads slow down, labor tightens up, and when customers become more selective. Now, that's not luck, it's by design. So, if you're researching franchises right now, don't ask what's popular. You need to ask what's going to last, what's going to perform under pressure, and what still works when conditions change. Now, if you're, like I said, researching franchises and you want some advice, here's mine I'm going to provide for you. Do not chase what's trending. Do not chase what's loud. Study what lasts. Pretty simple, right? It's clear and concise. Now, that means you're going to have to look at business models that have survived multiple economic cycles, essential services, repeat customers, and systems that work whether or not the market is hot or tight. Now, do yourself a favor, learn what lasts. I've linked resources below that break down how recession resistant franchise models are built, what you should look for, and what questions you should be asking before you invest. Do your homework now so you don't pay for it later. Learn what lasts, study the model. Do not focus on the hype. And most importantly, keep shining.